So I wanted to share a little bit about how I set up my Kalk Slurry stirrer here. This is an old Avast Marine Kalk stirrer. As you can see, I took the lid off, and what that did is that allowed me to basically just put this tube right in there to feed RODI water. As you can see, I've got the Versa pump. That's what's delivering the water into the stirrer. So the water goes down into the stirrer. I have a little magnetic stirrer on the bottom here. You can pick this up on Amazon for 20 bucks. Most people on this planet have probably seen these. Really inexpensive and effective. And what that does is that stirs for 1 minute in every 10 minutes. And I have that set up through my Apex, which I'll show you here in a second. So the water comes down in there, gets stirred up, overflows into my sump here, and you can see here I have an air stone set up. Now this air stone setup is really nice because what it does is it agitates the water and keeps the kalkwasser from clumping. You can see here I've got old clumps of kalkwasser where when I didn't have the air stone, that would happen. So this agitates the water, keeps it from clumping, and also mixes it a little bit, which really works good. Just as an added benefit too, for those of you who don't know, the air stone does increase your pH slightly. So even by itself, if you want to get a small pH boost, just add an air stone. It's wonderful. I put it in this first compartment here, so by the time it comes into the second compartment, there's really no bubbles. So you're not going to get any sort of micro bubbles in your display. So as I promised you, I'll show you how I set it up in my Apex, which that's how I would recommend that you guys set this up if you have an Apex. You can go in here, you can see I have it labeled as Kalk Stir, and you can see there where it says on time and off time. So on time means that it's going to stir for a minute, so it's going to turn power to the stirrer on for a minute. Then it's going to turn off for 10 minutes. So I have that 24/7, so it's constantly stirring. And I found that time period to be perfect because it doesn't allow the kalk to get clumpy on the bottom, which will freeze up the magnetic stirrer. So this works really good. It's ideal, at least for my situation. And I'll show you how to do that if you don't know how. So you can just click on the little home button there. In my case, I labeled it Kalk Stir, so you just select that, and then that's how you get to this menu. And then you can just select under control type, you choose power head, and then that will configure your on time and your off time. All right, so I hope this helped, and stay tuned for future updates about my reef tank. Thank you so much.